Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome back to Enigmatica 2 Expert. So I am in the Nether. We have made ourselves a quite decent blaze spawner here. So Apache and I worked on this for a while here the other day, and we cleared out a very large area here. So if I come outside here, we can see this used to all be solid netherrack here, up to, well, about somewhere in there. And yeah, I mined out tons of it, and Apache mined out a lot of the ores, and then also he gave me a Manualin sharpening kit for my pickaxe. So we now have the ability to mine ores here in the Nether, and we will be able to mine a lot of our ores that are in the overworld that we have not been able to mine yet. But the reason that I am here is because I needed blaze rods. Now I did not need this many, but I did need some. But so I need to head back to the overworld, and yeah, we'll go through a couple of things that got planned over there, and I am really wanting to do a whole bunch more stuff in Immersive Engineering. So I'll see you guys back in the overworld. So I'm back here at the base, and we have a bunch of stuff to take care of. The first thing though is to take a look at the quest book, and we now have our next harvest level. So we are up to harvest level 8 now, and this one, Manualin, is an alloy made of equal parts cobalt and ardite. So we just needed the sharpening kit. Like I said, Apache gave me that, so I didn't actually make it myself. But I was looking through materials and trying to decide which one of these I wanted to take. And one thing that I am very confused as to how we're going to do it is, oh, now I can't think of the name of it. The farming mod that has this prudentium in it. I'm drawing a blank. Mystical agriculture. So to get into mystical agriculture, we need prosperity shards. The trouble with prosperity shards is they only come from the ore, and we can get the ore from the Void Ore Miner Tier 5, which we are not going to be there for a long time, the Industrial Foregoing Laser, or it generates on other planets. So it even says here in the information, only generates on other planets. But if we take a look in Materials and Prudentium has Prosperous, which makes your tool or weapon randomly drop prosperity shards. So that very easily answers that question for us. We are definitely taking this Prudentium excavator head. So even if we just use this until it's dead, so be it. If we can get at least 4 prosperity shards out of it, I think we've got enough that we can keep moving forward with that one. So we're definitely going to take this. We're going to try to make that as good of a weapon as we can. But yeah, it's going to be a little while before we get into that. And so harvest level 9, we need Osglaglass? What? Yeah? I have no idea. What on earth is that stuff? Let's take a look here. Can we go back to the top? Let's take a look at our materials. Okay. So this has brown magic. You're weird. Press the set portal key to default in to set a virtual portal on the block you are pointing at. By default, press Y to teleport there if there is enough space. Interesting. Sassy. Crit on players and bosses. The sass. Global Traveler. Shift right click a block in order for items from broken blocks and killed entities to get transported in there if it is an inventory. Interesting. Well, that is rather interesting, but we're not going to be getting to that for a while, because if I understood Apache correctly, that is high-end mechanism for that stuff. But so that takes care of that little bit there. Next up, we need to head into Immersive Engineering. So if we come over here to our Immersive Engineering tab, we have currently 5 quests open. The Kinetic Dynamo, I didn't look at that one, and we might look at that here in just a second. But first off, we have the Blast Furnace. The Blast Furnace produces steel when supplied with charcoal or coal coke and iron ingots. So we need to make some blast bricks. Of course, we already have a blast furnace up there on top of the hill, but it doesn't hurt to make more of these because we're going to need more anyway. So to make the blast bricks, we need some nether bricks, regular bricks, and blaze powder. Now this is what I needed the blaze for. So we need to make 27 of these. So we'll go ahead and do that. And that should complete this quest. Let's see here. We got to wait a second. There we go. So we're going to take loot chest number 1, claim that, and let's go back. So, okay, I definitely hit claim. This quest book, I hate it. So we do have the improved blast furnace thanks to that, but we're not going to be moving on to that just yet. So next up, we have the alloy kiln. The alloy kiln is an early game way to make alloys. So we need to make 8 of those, and to make that, we just need bricks and sandstone. That makes 2 of these, and so we need 8 of those, and that should complete that quest. So there we go. We'll take number 2 here, and there we go. Alright, so next up we have low voltage energy. LV, or low voltage, is the lowest power transfer rate in Immersive Engineering. In this pack, it's 1024 RF a tick per connection. So for this, we need to make an LV capacitor, LV wire coil, LV wire connector, and LV wire relays. So first up, we have the capacitor. This takes some iron, copper, lead, treated wood planks, and redstone. So we'll go ahead and make that. Then we need to make our wire coil, which to make the wire, we need these engineer's wire cutters or a pair of shears and a copper plate. Now I made these engineer's wire cutters because that is what we need to take out the razor wire that I accidentally placed out in the middle of nowhere. Well, I intentionally placed it down. I didn't know that I couldn't pick it up. But unfortunately, it doesn't recover it, so it's kind of a one-time use deal. But so we make the wire, and then we wrap that around a stick or a treated wood stick. Of course, I'm just going to use a stick, and that makes 4 of our wire coils. Then the connectors, we need 3 copper ingots and 4 terracotta, so that's going to make 4 connectors. And then we need the relays, which is just 2 terracotta and 2 copper ingots. So that should take care of this quest. And let's sleep real quick, because my immersive industrial craft stuff does not charge when it is nighttime. So this one, we're going to take loot chest number 3. Go ahead and claim that. And next up, we have the Engineer's Workbench. The Engineer's Workbench lets you craft some things with a discount if you have the recipe. So we just need to make an Engineer's Workbench. This is a pretty simple thing. So first off, we needed to make some treated wood sticks, which is just 2 treated wood planks, pretty simple. Then we needed to make some treated wood fence, which is the same recipe as a regular fence, just with treated wood. And then we combine that with 3 treated wood planks and a crafting table, and that's going to make our workbench. So we have time to tinker. Nice. Okay, so this one here, we will take the first loot chest again. And there we go. Oh, and blueprints. We already have this completed. So blueprints let you craft various recipes in the Engineer's Workbench. So we have found at least 1, if not 2, Engineer's blueprints out in our explorations and wanderings of the world. And so we'll go ahead and grab this second loot chest here. And now we have a whole bunch more stuff to figure out. So we do have medium voltage energy, Thermoelectric Generator, Kinetic Dynamo, Metal Press Molds, and the improved Blast Furnace. So I am going to set up a bunch of stuff for all of that. But before we do that, let's go ahead and open some loot chests and see if we can get anything good. First, I'm going to go ahead and drop off all of this stuff up here. That's blast bricks. Alright, so we're also going to have to get that made into a tool here very shortly. So let's go ahead and see what we got. So we got a liquid fuel tank from Advanced Rocketry. Okay. Ooh, an Enderium turbine. Nice. So Advanced Generators is a mod that I definitely want to get into. I very heavily powered my base with Advanced Generators in which pack was that? It's been a couple of years ago. It was one of the Feed the Beast packs. I'll probably think of it. But yeah, very good mod. Another helium collector. So I hope we have a good use for helium as time goes on. Some purpur blocks, not exactly what I was looking for. And a builder, which we already have one of those. So I think that covers it. Ooh, 8 Enderium turbines. Nice. All right, so we actually got some pretty good loot out of that. So the purpur, not so much, but the other stuff, the fuel tanks, the Enderium turbines, especially the builder and the helium collector. Nice, very nice, in fact. So we'll go ahead and drop that stuff in there. So I may take a look here real quick. Let's just find out, what does this kiln have to offer? So I'm pretty sure we lay this down in a 2x2x2, and then we hit it with the engineer's hammer. Yep. So there we go. So the recipes in this. Okay, so we can take copper and nickel and make constantan. All right. Gold and silver for electrum. Nice. Iron and nickel for invar. Also nice. And what do we got here? Copper and tin for bronze. So yeah, basically the stuff that I have been doing with pulverizing ingots in the macerator to get, whatever, I guess they're in here. No, I don't have any in here currently. But, how I've been getting these guys, the pulverized ores, I can actually get those now. Well, I don't even need them. I can run that straight through this alloy kiln. So I am probably going to want to set that up there by the smeltery and the other, kind of more gritty industrial things. So yeah, I guess I am going to get a few things set up for the next batch of crafting, and I will be back. So lots of crafting and hopefully lots of quests to be completed. So first up, we have the improved blast furnace, a better way to make steel. So for this, we need to make 27 reinforced blast bricks and 2 blast furnace preheaters. So to make the reinforced blast bricks, we need a plate of steel and a blast brick for each one. So that's going to make 27 of those. Now to make the steel plates, I ran steel through the metal former, 1 ingot per plate, and of course we are making the steel up here in the blast furnace that Apache set up. And also I have set up the low voltage capacitor here, draining the power out of the survival generators. This thing has a capacity of 2 million RF. We're not even a quarter of the way full yet, and it has been quite a while that has been running. So next up, we need the preheaters. So to make the preheaters, we need to make some copper coil blocks. Now these take low voltage wire coils and iron ingots, and that will make the block. Then we need to put that into this recipe with iron in each corner, 3 copper ingots, and a redstone, and that is going to make an external heater. Now this is actually another quest that we will be getting here very shortly. Then we need to make some iron sheet metal, which is just for iron plates. So yes, very expensive early on, but I think we can handle it now. Then we need to place the external heaters with 7 iron sheet metal, and that is going to make our blast furnace preheaters. So that takes care of both of those, and we should be able to finish this quest. So let's go ahead, and I think we are on number 3. Okay, why are you not letting me claim this? Okay, whatever. There we go. Claim that. We're doing good. All right, so next up we have medium voltage energy. MV, medium voltage, can transfer up to 4096 RF per tick per connection. So for this we need an MV capacitor, an MV wire coil, an MV connector, and an MV wire relay. Now as we can see, I've already made the wire coils, and that's because I've been pre-crafting stuff. So the MV wire, we need to make electrum wire first, which is electrum plates. So I took a little bit of silver and gold and took a little of it up to the alloy smelter and smelted that, and then came down here and ran the rest of it through the macerator, made some electrum blend, ran it through the electric furnace. It was still pretty quick. Then I ran that electrum through the metal former, made the plates, and we made some wire. So the wire, and actually we need this wire, so let's go ahead and grab that. So the wire we take and place around a stick, just like we did with copper wire before, and that is going to make our MV wire coils. Now, I wouldn't normally make this, but we are going to be using quite a bit of MV wire, so no need to worry about that. So next up, we need to make an electrum coil block. So this is 8 of the MV wire coils around an iron ingot, and did we need to make that? No, we just needed to make a wire coil. Well, I'll leave that one there for now. Just curious, what are the uses on this? So, transformer. So yeah, that we might need those here soon. And oh, an electrum coil block with the atomic reconstructor makes a redstone conductance coil. Or a metallurgic infuser can infuse electrum with redstone. Yeah, I didn't figure anything was going to be easy in this. So, yeah, I guess I'll just leave that there for now. But so next up we need the MV capacitor. Now this takes an LV capacitor, 2 electrum ingots, 2 pieces of treated wood planks, a block of redstone, and 3 iron ingots. That's going to make that capacitor. And of course that thing is quite a bit better than what we already had. Then we get the MV wire connectors. This is iron instead of copper and 4 terracotta. And the MV wire relay, which is iron and terracotta again. So that should take care of that quest. So there we go. So we took number 3 last time. We'll take number 1 this time. So there we go. So next up we have the Thermoelectric Generator. So this is going to be our first chance to make power out of Immersive Engineering. So the Thermoelectric Generator passively produces power when a hot and cold block is adjacent to it on opposite sides. You can use up to 3 hot and 3 cold blocks per thermoelectric generator, and it will increase the power generated 3-fold. So unfortunately you can't do that unless you figure out some way to do it like a phantom face or something. But basically we can do 2 buckets of lava and 2 blocks of ice, and that will double the amount of power that this thing will produce. But also check the engineer's manual to see which blocks are valid. So for this we needed a lava bucket. Of course we've gotten tons of those. We needed some ice, which I've actually picked up quite a fair amount of ice while out exploring with Apache. And then we need the Thermoelectric Generator. Now the Thermoelectric Generator I kind of screwed up, or no, it wasn't that one. So the Thermoelectric Generator I did correctly. So we need 3 steel for this and 5 Constantan plates. This is nickel and copper in the alloy smelter. And then we also need a copper coil block. So that's going to make that thing. And that should complete this quest. So there we go. I think we're at number 2. So we'll go ahead and claim that one. And that completed the external heater as well, which I said that was going to be one that we were going to get. So when supplied with power, the external heater will power and increase the speed of adjacent furnaces. So yeah, we can use this to convert RF directly into a heat source for a vanilla furnace. Now I've done that in the past, most notably in Technode Firmacraft, but yeah. So we've got this one. We'll take number 3 on this loot chest. Who knows what we're going to get there. Next up, we have the kinetic dynamo. The kinetic dynamo produces power when a windmill or watermill is attached to it and running. So we need to make the kinetic dynamo. This is the one that I screwed up on. So the kinetic dynamo is made with, this is a really simple recipe, with 3 iron ingots, 2 redstone, and a copper coil block. And I kind of screwed up and crafted it instead of just putting it in the crafting station. But I found out by putting it right back into the crafting station before I left, it didn't complete the quest. So the quest should complete now. And this basically means these are just possession quests. So I could very easily help Apache get through all of this stuff. So we are going to be back to claiming number 1 on this one. So next up, we have a couple of other things that we need to do. So we need to make the water wheel and the windmill. Right now, I don't think we can make the windmill, but this is early game power, and the water wheel is also early game power. So to make either of those, the windmill, we need a whole bunch of windmill blades. Actually, we probably have enough for that, and that's just iron in the hub. And the water wheel is these water wheel segments. So yeah, actually we can make both of those. Now the water wheel does take steel, but I think we have everything we need. I might need to run up and get a little bit more of the treated wood. So let's see here. We will need at least 1 iron and 1 steel, and I am going to run up here real quick, grab a bit more. Oh, and by the way, I haven't mentioned this. A couple of updates back, my sound mufflers vanished. So whatever mod it was that adds the sound mufflers was removed. I was sad. We'll grab a whole bunch of that. I could have just grabbed an entire crate. It does hold its inventory, but whatever. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get back over here, and we will make up these water wheels and windmill blades. So first off, we're going to make a whole bunch of treated wood sticks, because we're going to need a lot of those. Okay, so we need 4 of these water wheel segments, and then we need 8 of the windmill blades. So we give it a second to figure out what's going on. So basically the trade-off here is, with the water wheel, you're going to put a little bit more into your hub. With the windmill, you're going to put a little bit more into your blades. But now we should be able to make the water wheel and the windmill. So they must have removed the improved windmill, or is this the improved windmill? I am not sure, but we will definitely be setting up this kinetic dynamo with one of these. I would imagine probably the windmill, because I'll go up there on top of the base. So that should take care of both of these. So the water wheel, we just took number 3, so let's take number 1. And then the windmill, we'll take number 2. As I said, lots of quests. So finally, we are going to go ahead and try to get these metal press molds. So with the metal press molds, we should actually be able to start utilizing immersive engineering to do a few things. So first off, we are going to need to clean out our inventory a little. And as long as we're doing it, let's go ahead and find out what we've got out of all of these loot chests. We have quite a few of them. So, number 1, another set of Enderium turbines. Wonderful. That makes me happy. Very happy indeed. Speed upgrade for nuclear craft. Advancement made overclocking. Nice. Okay, that is a really nice one. A pig iron ingot. Oink. Oh, Tinker's construct. Oh, and there's 8 of those. Nice. Okay, let's grab a couple more loot chests. So we got an advanced power cell from RF Tools. Very nice. What else have we got here? Charged quartz fixture from Applied Energistics 2. I have no idea what that thing is. Huh. Okay, whatever. Basic energy IO crystal from Draconic Evolution. Oh, that is a very end game piece of equipment right there. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we should have one more, and we... Oh, wow. Okay, so that just gave us a huge boost. We will be able to jump into our next level of mining thanks to this. Now, I'm curious how many of these we got. Just one? But, wow. So that is from Plus Tinker's Construct. How do those get made? So is there a way to... You can alloy it with refined glowstone, molten refined obsidian, and molten osmium. So yes, it does take some stuff from the high end of mechanism, but it actually is a Tinker's Construct thing. But so this stuff we can then cast into a sharpening kit. And what I'll probably do, how much does it take to make that? It takes 2 ingots. So I will make one of these as a present for Apache. So yeah, why not? All right, well, look at all of that stuff. Wow, that is some very impressive rewards. 8 of the pig iron ingots. Nice. All right, so we were going to go ahead and make the metal forms next. So for that, we need our engineer's workbench, and I don't think we need anything else out of there. So let's go ahead and come over here and place our engineer's workbench down here. And now what we need is some steel plates. So let's go ahead and grab a few blocks of steel, and this is going to kind of slow us down quite a bit. And we're just going to turn all of this into steel plates. So what we need to do with this, well, I guess first off, we need some blue dye, some paper, and then I believe we need some steel, a steel plate. All right, so let's go ahead and grab our first steel plate out of here, and we will make our pattern, or our blueprint first. So let's go ahead and, oops, I think I did that wrong. No? What am I doing wrong? I know it's... Oh, that's floral blue powder. All right, never mind with that. You go back in there. Let's just grab some lapis. All right, so let's try this again. So with this one here, there we go. Engineer's blueprint for metal press molds. So we're going to place this into here, and we can see all of our metal press molds show up then. And then what we need is to grab our wire cutters. We'll place these in here. We'll grab a bit more steel plates, and then we need to fill these other slots in here. So we can get the plate, we can get the bullet casing, packing 3x3, unpacking, packing 2x2. The wire one is kind of important. We're going to want to get that right away. The gear mold is pretty important too. And then we have the rod. So which ones did they want us to make for this? So for this, we need the metal press, plate, gear, rod, and wire. Okay, well, we just need one more plate for that. So let's go ahead and put in one more set. So we need the plate, wire, rod, and gear. All right, so that should complete that quest. So, you gonna work? There we go! Woohoo! All right, so I think this one is back to number 1 again. Let's hope we get something good. Seems like the loots are getting better the higher up we go. I don't know if the loot tables work that way or not, but I mean, we weren't getting good stuff there for a while. So there we go, that completes that one. Now the rest of this stuff is getting into some of the higher end of immersive engineering. We're going to need to do a lot of this stuff before too long. But Yeah, we're not going to be getting there today. Let's quick find out what we got out of this loot chest. Another cow in a jar. All right. We still need to do that quest too. So, yeah. But we have our metal presses. That is very nice. But that is going to be it for today. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on or something that you would like to see, be sure to leave that down in the comments. Check out Apache. Link is down in the description. And I will see you next time. Bye.